Okay, this is Adam Richwine and his place of employment.
That's Jack. He likes to document everything.
Sorry.
Before I locked herself in.
That's all right. This is one of the most beautiful houses in this.
Okay, we're taking a tour of Essex, Connecticut here with Adam and Shannon. Don't, just be natural. Oh, look at that birdhouse there. Oh, there's ships there. Oh. Sometimes I get home and I read, why didn't I take any movies of that? Essex waterfront here on the Connecticut River, flows into the ocean. Adam says he thinks this is a naturalization meeting here, people getting sworn in as citizens here.
Along the river, all of these turn, and it looks really pretty.
My name is Officer Christina Fisher. I am a designated examiner with the United States Citizenship Immigration Services in the Department of Homeland Security. Over the last few years, the Turkish War
Correct. But like, we'll go to lunch occasionally and we'll come down here. We had a boat for a little bit, and Adam and I have come on the river in the boat.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
But it was really more of a fishing boat.
And I'm sure the kids will talk about the boat.
They do.
So you kids gonna go to Yale?
We'll see.
Not anymore. I'm not convinced you get a good education there anyway.
Yeah. I have a Michelin guide that's about 30-40 years that I never used of New England, and I'm using that.
Oh, that's good.
Needless to say, the prices have changed a bit.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
Okay, this is the inside of the boat. Look at the ceiling here. This bar. At the, what's it called? The Griswold Inn? Okay. In Essex, Connecticut. Wow, look at this. We're having our first lobster roll here with Adam and Shannon. Good call. We are officially in New England now. Here we are at Mystic Seaport in Connecticut. An old whaling town that they've preserved. And they have the only existing whaling ship from the 1900s left.
Can I roll them for you, sir?
So this is Mystic Seaport,
One time they were letting some people
an intact old whaling village as it was in the 1900s during the whaling epoch, where everybody's lighting was due to whale oil. It was a huge, huge business worldwide. And this was one of the top places, along with New Bedford, Massachusetts, probably the biggest places on this in the world for whaling points. So they have the only existing whaling ship up there that we're gonna go on. So your mom's pretty happy right now. The weather's improved. It's a beautiful day. Looks like, I guess is that where they slept in here? It looks like it. Look at that. We're done.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Those are just, this is like the kitchen. It is the kitchen. See the stove over here and the sink? Yeah, dishes are over there. Wow.
This is a fishing ship. These were the bunks. They had a heater in here. Yeah.
Those ones are probably the real ones,
What?
anchors.
Sure. I think I want to take a shot right here with that ship. Just so I can move up a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Right there. Here's the general store. Gives you an idea.
You want to be the only one that doesn't have one of those?
Because like, it would be better if you just.
Is a chemist or a drugstore? Boy. Old-time drugstore, huh? This is the schoolhouse for the town. Looks like they had heat, which they needed in the wintertime.
Folks understand how well
This is the church.
plenty of everything to make home happy. Here is the second. Piano sold yesterday by Sheridan. Wild spurs at the pawnbroker's shop. Hot gone. Daughter's jewelry sold to get flour. Couples gone off the floor. Daughters in faded and fat dresses. Wife sewing for the stores. Little child with an ugly wolf.
This is upstairs tavern here. Tavern was a place you could eat, not just drink. Okay?
That was a burp.
That was the culprit right there.
That was a burp.
I think the lobster roll just came up a little bit.
Burp, burp.
So this is unique. I'd like to. This is a whaling boat where they go out and harpoon. So this is where they'd go out off the main ship when they saw a pod of whales, and they'd harpoon them for these smaller boats. You can see the sperm whale on the picture up here. So this is kind of what it was like on the book from Moby Dick. This is the Charles W. Morgan, the only original whaling ship left in existence. I think it's dated from 1842.
That 13,000 square feet is broken over 19 sails. If this was a fore and aft rig, there probably would only be two masts, and the 15,000 feet would have to be two huge 5,000 square foot sails, which you would not be able to handle from the deck, and the rig would be really, really tall. So each kind of rig has its advantages and its uses.
They're climbing up there.
Kinds of things.
Michelle,
And this rig
you're
is
missing this.
moving heavy cargoes, long distances. So this ship, even though it's only 100 feet long, weighs 500.
They only do this a few times a day.
Just the ship.
Show them climbing the rigging.
That's another 40. We put in 90,000 gallons of whale oil. That's another 500,000 pounds. So you're able to move well over 1 million pounds of product of weight under sail with this kind of rig. You could never build a 100-foot ship with a fore and aft rig that would have enough sail area to allow you to do that. So it's a matter of the practicalities of physics, hydrodynamics, and aerodynamics. So they each have their reason. So large military vessels, for instance, where you're like the Constitution, where they're big and heavy and you have 44 cannon and about 400 guys, this is the only choice. It's the only way you're going to do it. So it's all, so now anytime we want to do anything with the sails, whether it's to add more sail or to take sail off, people have to go aloft to do that. Whereas with the fore and aft rig, it can all be done from the deck, which is much more convenient and it's safer, but you can't get a ship that can do what it is that this ship can do. So you'll notice that as they go up, you have to go over this platform called the top. Imagine doing this when oh, let's say it's blowing 45 knots and you're in a 10 or 12 foot sea. You basically, in order to get up around that top, you have to hang from these shrouds, which are called the putter shrouds, the metal supports that come down to the platform. Now the platform is not intended to be a place to stand on. You'll notice what it does is it provides the base for the triangulation of the next section of mast element. So there's another set of shrouds which are smaller and it's a narrower base. But that has a structural role in the integrity of the ship. Now on a military vessel, that would be much larger. It would probably be 4 times that size. And the reason for that is they're called fighting tops. And a military ship would have a company of Marines on board, and they have 3 jobs. One is that they're the police force, so they keep the crew in line, which on the Constitution would be about 400.
Pour chasser, il a été posé là-dessus, ou jeter un autre bateau.
The rhythm of that chant is like 1, 2, 3 like that, that allows them to pull together and get that sail up. And that's a relatively small sail. So it's a matter of getting people to understand.
This is the Charles Morgan.
So you have to understand how to do it, you have to understand how to work together. Now they're talking to each other all the time they go up on those ropes about where they're moving, because when a person moves his way on the rope and
Charles P. Morgan, last whaling ship in existence from, I think it was built in 1842.
So again, 14,000 square feet, and that store, there's this, which is the main course. Those actually, though they're big, they were used not as much because they're not high up in the air. They tend to be blanketed because they're way low on the ship. So the most important sails are these 2 top sails, the lower, which is the one they're working on, and the upper, which is where our fallen is steady. So when you get into really heavy weather, you're down to 1 sail.
Cooper
So we got one more little project to do here. So who's the next person?
Tommy's next. If you guys haven't gone yet, make sure you know you guys have gone already.
This is the Burroughs house along with Seaport here, dated from 1870. It's their kitchen.
The village, but they're not original machines
Newspaper
from the village.
printed here.
They've been sold off. These are ones that have been given to us over the years.
I see, I see.
The fellow who took the blocks and put them back together.
Yes, yes, that's right.
They ruined his life basically, and because he was so dedicated to it, he got a divorce.
Yes, that's true. That's right. I forgot that to
Yeah.
contrast the original make.
There's an old fire engine.
I've been to a couple of parties.
Ropes here. See this? Look at that operation down there. We're going to go up here and look at it. Needless to say, ropes were kind of essential for shipbuilding and so forth. Evidently another rope. factory here. Look at this. They make masts here for boats. Look at this. And there's more upstairs. I guess they make sails upstairs.
Dirt on the sail is like blisters on a human being. So, yeah, but it's the last.
That's where they make the sails.
Working sail loft from the days of sail in Mystic. It's like one of the last commercial buildings that's been saved, and we still use it. So it's a 1902 Singer sewing machine that does.
Okay.
Then you're going to want to maybe have a figurehead on your ship. Come on out. And that is going to protect your ship. Those cat's eyes that you see, they thought that those would actually protect them. And they would see through the fog and steer away.
So these are some of the figureheads they had on the front of the boats. Some very ornate. That guy right there is Daniel Farragut, who was a naval hero during the Civil War. We're having our first clam chowder here. I'm sure one of many. Mystic Seaport. They're renovating the Mayflower 2 here at Mystic Seaport in Connecticut. So, see all the damage. It's a replica of the Mayflower 2 that was originally at Plymouth and that was shipped down here to fix it up. It's going to be 18 more months before it's probably done. And this is the front. Sorry, I forgot the bow is the back. The stern, I guess. I'm all screwed up here. Not exactly a salty dog. A lot of work to do here. This is the shipbuilding facility here at Mystic Seaport. I'm guessing that's probably for the Mayflower 2 here. Mayflower 2. White tent there. Looking down the bay here at Mystic Seaport. One last look at Mystic Seaport. This is the view from our hotel in Mystic. It's called the Inn at Mystic. Here's the little harbor there, across the street from the cemetery. This is the town of downtown Mystic, and we're going over the Connecticut River. This is a drawbridge. I guess Mystic Seaport must be up that way, I'm not sure. Anyway, but we're just take a look, maybe have something to eat. This is a restaurant that Adam recommended. We haven't decided if we're going to go there, but it's, I guess, a lot of movie stars come here. It's right on the river here, right at the drawbridge. It's a little cold outside right now, but that's their outside seating with flowers and ferns. It's pretty luxuriant here. I can see why it's a popular place.